The topic that I will discuss is about re-engineering the purchases and cash disbursement system. So, dito sa re-engineering, ginagamit yung technology para i-restructure mga business processes. Next, the automated system just described simply replicates many of the procedures in a manual system. In particular, the accounts payable task of reconciling supporting documents with supplier invoices is labor-intensive and costly. So, sinasabi nito na labor-intensive or matrabaho and costly yung pag-reconcile ng mga documents with supplier invoices. The following example shows how re-engineering this process can produce considerable savings. So, sa example na to, ipapakita kung paano i-restructure or i-improve yung process na to that can produce considerable savings or kung saan makakatipid. Kasi, yung nabanggit kanina, yung process ng pag-reconcile ng supporting document is costly and labor-intensive pa. The Ford Motor Company employed more than 500 clerks in its North American accounts payable department. Analysis of the function showed that a large part of Ford's accounts payable clerks' time was devoted to reconciling discrepancies between suppliers' invoices, receiving reports, and purchase order. So, sinasabi lang sa example na to na yung large part ng 500 clerks sa account payable department is yung time nila is napupunta lang sa pag-reconcile ng discrepancies sa mga supplier invoices, receiving reports, and purchase orders. So, the first step para ma-solve yung problem ng Ford Company is magkaroon ng changes sa business environment ng company nila. Then Ford initiated trading partner agreements with suppliers in which they agreed in advance to terms of trade such as price, quantities to be shipped, discounts, and lead times. So, with these sources of discrepancies eliminated, si Ford Company re-engineered the workflow para magkaroon ng new environment yung company nila. Kasi nga, sabi ko sa first step kanina, para ma-solve yung problem ng Ford is magkaroon ng changes sa business environment. So next, data processing. The following tasks are performed automatically. The inventory file is searched for items that have fallen to the reorder point. So, dito yung inventory file is hinahanap yung mga items na napunta dun sa reorder point. Then next, a record is entered in the purchase requisition file for each item to be replenished. So, dito yung mga items na na-purchase na ng iba is naka-record sa purchase requisition file para malaman yung mga item na kailangan i-restock. So, next, requisition are then consolidated according to vendor number. So, yung mga request is pinagsasama-sama according dun sa vendor number. Next, vendor mailing information is retrieved from the valid vendor file. Next, purchase orders are prepared and sent to the vendor. So, dito, pwede din silang gumamit ng EDI or Electronic Data Interchange. Pwede nila gamitin ito para mag-send electronically ng information sa mga vendor or other company if ayaw nilang gumamit ng paper documents. So next, a record of each transaction is added to the open purchase order file. So, bawat transaction is dinadagdag doon sa purchase order file. So next, then last, a transaction listing of purchase orders is sent to the purchasing department for review. So, yung mga list ng purchase order is binibigay dun sa purchasing department para i-review if may mali or may kulang pa. Next, receiving department. When the goods arrive, yung mga receiving clerks ina-access yung open purchase order file in real time by entering the purchase order number na makukuha sa packing slip. So, ito yung purchase order number. And then, yung mga receiving clerks is nilalagay yung quantities na na-receive ng bawat item sa purchase order. So, ito yung quantities na na-receive. Then, each day, yung mga due date fields ng accounts payable records is chine-check yung mga item na kailangan bayaran. So, since the financial information about purchases is known in advance from the trading partner agreement, yung vendor's invoice provides no critical information that cannot be derived from the receiving report. So, by eliminating this source of potential discrepancy, yung port company is pwede nilang i-eliminate yung task of reconciling vendor invoices with the supporting documents for the majority of purchase transaction. So, as a result, yung re-engineering effort ng company, so yung port company is pwede ning ma-reduce yung accounts payable staff from 500 to 125. Next, control implications. The technology control issues are general in nature. The points made in the last chapter apply to the expenditure cycle also. But, ina-examine lang naman natin dito is yung mga issues specific to this cycle by focusing sa difference between sa automated and the engineered system. So, the automated system improve inventory control. The greatest advantage of the automated batch system over its manual counterpart is its improved ability to manage inventory needs. So dito, yung advantage ng automated batch system compare sa manual is mas nai-improve yung ability sa pagmamanage ng inventory needs. Then, yung mga inventory requirements is nade-detect and automatic na napaprocess. So, yung result, nababawasan yung risk na matambakan ng sobrang inventory or mawalan ng stock kasi nga nade-detect agad dito sa automated system yung mga inventory requirements. So, yung advantage ng isang company na nabanggit ko is need ng control concern. Kasi sa computer program, may possible pa rin na magkaroon ng program errors or flawed inventory models at pwedeng mag-cause sa firm ng inundated with inventories or short of stock. So, it's very important na i-monitor lagi yung automated decision. Next, better cash management. So, yung type ng system na to promote effective cash management sa pag-scan daily ng voucher file for items due or yung mga items na need na bayaran. So, dito sa pag-monitor or pag-scan daily, ma-avoid yung early payment or missed due dates. Then, writing checks automatically, nagre-reduce ito ng labor cost, saves processing time, and promotes accuracy para sa firm. Less time lag. A lag exists between the arrival of goods in the receiving department and recording inventory received in the inventory file. So, dito sa automated system, less time lag. Kasi yung lag may affect sales negatively. And then, if may lag time, yung clerks will not know if ano na yung current status ng inventory at may possible na mawala yung sale. Vast number of routine purchases is pwedeng automated by freeing purchasing agents from routine work such as preparing purchase order and mailing them to the vendors. So, yung attention ng purchasing agent is magpo-focus na lang doon sa mga problem orders. Kasi nga, yung ibang trabaho ng purchasing agents is nabawasan dahil nga sa automated system. And then, yung mga purchasing staff is mababawasan din. So, less expenses para sa company. Reduction of paper documents. The basic batch system is laden with paper documents. Lahat kasi ng operation department is nag-create ng documents which are sent to data processing and convert to magnetic media. So, costly to kasi nga associated ito sa paper document. So, yung paper binibili. So, kaya siya costly. So, dito sa system na to, yung mga organization na may high volumes of transaction is magbe-benefit by eliminating paper documents kasi nga automated system na yung gagamitin nila. So, pa yung expenses ng company. Next, the engineer system. This system addresses many of the operational weaknesses found in the basic batch system. Specifically, the improvements in this system are that it uses real-time procedures and direct access para mabawasan yung mga lag time sa record keeping. And then, mai-eliminate din yung mga routine manual procedures dahil nga sa automated system. So, katulad na nabanggit kanina, marireduce din yung paggamit ng paper documents kasi nga gagamit lang sila ng electronic communication between departments and by storing records on direct access media. Segregation of duties. This system removes the fundamental separation between authorization and transaction processing. Then, yung computer programs authorize and process purchase orders and authorize issue check sa mga vendors. So, para ma-compensate these exposures, yung system need to provide management with detailed transaction lists and summary reports. So, yung mga documents na to describe the automated action taken by system and inaalaw yung management para ma-spot yung mga errors or any unusual events that warrant investigation. So next, accounting records and access control. This system maintains accounting records exclusively on magnetic disks. So para ma-preserve yung integrity ng mga records, yung organization is dapat mag-implement ng controls that limit access to magnetic disks. Para maiwasan din yung mga unauthorized access sa file, malilimit yung pag-access sa magnetic disk kasi nga accounting records to, so dapat talagang limit lang kung sino yung makakakita, yung authorized lang. So, yung organization can employ a number of physical and software techniques to provide adequate access control. Overview of payroll procedure. Payroll processing is actually a special expenditure system. In theory, payroll check could be processed through the regular accounts payable and cash disbursement system. However, as a practical matter, this approach would have a number of drawbacks. So, general expenditure procedures that apply to all vendors will not apply to employees. So, yung mga expenditure procedures sa mga vendors is hindi applicable para sa mga employees. Then, payroll procedures differ greatly among classes of employees. For example, different procedures are used for hourly employees, salaried employees, piece workers, and commission employees. Also, payroll processing requires special accounting procedures for employees deduction and withholding for taxes. Next, writing checks to employees requires special controls. So, yung mga checks na binibigay sa employees is need ng special control kasi mas madaling itago yung fraud sa payroll kapag yung mga check is magkakasama sa trade account checks. Next, general expenditure procedures are designed to accommodate a relatively smooth flow of transaction. Business enterprises are constantly purchasing inventories and disbursing funds to vendors. So, naturally, ginawa nila yung system to deal adequately doon sa normal level ng kanilang transaction activity. Since yung payroll system run infrequently, weekly or monthly, they are often well suited to batch processing and sequential files. Control implications. Same lang yung strength and weaknesses ng system na to sa batch system for general expenditure na na-discuss kanina. So, yung system na to is nagpo-promote ng accounting accuracy and nagre-reduce ng mga errors sa check writing, pero hindi nito na-enhance yung operational efficiency. Re-engineering the payroll system. For moderate size and large organization, payroll processing is often integrated within the human resource management system. So, yung human resource management system, kina-capture and pinaprocess yung wide range ng personal-related data. Kasama dito yung employee benefits, labor resources, planning, employee relation, employee skills, personal actions, as well as payroll. Human resource management dapat isupport yung real-time access personal files for purposes of direct inquiries and recording changes in employee status as they occur. This system differs from the single automated system described previously in the following ways. So, yung operation department nagtatransmit ng transaction sa data processing via terminal. Then, yung direct access file ginagamit para sa data storage. Then, yung many process are now reported in real time. So, we discussed the key operating features of this system as follow. First, personnel. The personnel department makes changes to the employee's file in real time via terminals. So, kasama sa changes na to is yung addition of new employees, deletion of terminated employees, changes in dependents, changes in withholding, and changes in job status. So, next, cost accounting. So, the cost accounting departments enter job cost data para mag-create ng labor usage file. Next, timekeeping. Upon receipt of the approved time cards from the supervisor at the end of the week, yung timekeeping department nag-create ng current attendance file. So, last is data processing. At the end of the work period, the following tasks are performed in a batch process. So, labor costs are distributed to various work in process, overhead, and expense account. Next, an online labor distribution summary file is created. Next, an online payroll register is created from the attendance file and the employee file. The employee records file is updated. Next, payroll checks are prepared and signed. Next, the disbursement voucher file is updated and check is prepared for the funds transfer for the payroll interest account. And last, at the end of processing, the system retrieves the labor distribution summary file and the disbursement voucher file and updates the general ledger file. Yung next reporter is si Miss Biernes.